Welcome back on the program Good Morning Abuja, a program set to entertain, educate, and of course enlighten you about all life's topics and issues. Normally, as we go through life, we would need someone who is more experienced or knowledgeable to take us through the places that are a little bit gray so that they are smooth for us. That is why this morning we have in the studio a life coach in person of David Hansen. Welcome on the program, David.
Thank you so much.
You look so sharp.
Thank you.
I like that about you. Good
Thank
morning.
you. Thank you. Morning.
Good morning. So you are a life coach.
Exactly.
Tell us a little about being a life coach.
Okay. Fundamentally, being a life coach is about giving guidance and direction to people. The coaching industry is actually very broad.
Okay.
Some people are into finance, some people are into emotions, relationships, and some are into life in general. So it's all about finding that unique place, that pain point that you want to alleviate, that source of pain that you want to solve, and helping people to get through. So personally for me, being a life coach is basically about seeing that problem that gives you concern in the lives of people and helping people to get through it and find lasting and credible solutions.
Okay, thank you for that,
Yeah,
for throwing more light on that.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about capacity building
Exactly.
to help us face the current challenges in the country. So when we hear of capacity building, what exactly is that?
Okay, so fundamentally, capacity building has to do with development, developing yourself,
Okay,
improving yourself,
okay,
and it cuts across various levels. We have individual capacity building, we have organizational capacity building, we have community capacity building. But it has to do with getting the requisite level of knowledge and skill that are required to achieve a certain objective. So basically, that is what capacity building is.
okay.
Yes.
Wow. Now that we know, and we know all the economic challenges bedeviling the nation,
Yeah.
how can capacity building help the youths, especially to face all these challenges?
Okay, personally, I believe in something very important.
Okay.
Challenges are not general. It's agreeable that Nigeria is plagued with a lot of disadvantages,
Okay.
but there are still people in this country that still rise above the current general climate that people complain about. That's where capacity building comes into play. So capacity building is a system of immunization. It helps you to build yourself to a point that if there are problems, you can stay above the problems. If there are challenges, you can live above such challenges. If the climate is not too favorable for everybody, definitely there's always a top 1%, a top 5%, a top 10% somewhere that lives above the general climate.
Okay.
So capacity building helps you to stay above. And for individuals, for organizations, for communities as a whole, if capacity building can be adopted, you will discover that as individuals, as communities, and as organizations, like I said earlier, you'll be able to live above current challenges. So capacity building first helps your mind to live above, then it empowers you to take certain decisions, to take certain steps that will ensure that the results you get will not be like that of the general person that just lives his life to chance.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I got carried away listening to you. Okay, so I'm that person now watching this program and I'm like, oh, but he's making a lot of sense. How do I build capacity? Or if I have something that if I've built capacity before, how can I further improve?
Okay, yes, very, very important question. First and foremost, it starts with recognition. Recognizing that my life can be better. Recognizing that I can be more. Recognizing that my life is not going to be limited by the challenges or by the problems of a certain geographical territory. If you really place value on your life, you will not live your life to chance. So the first point here is recognition. Next is information. Every level of society, every phase in an individual's life has to do with the level of information that he's working in. So when you recognize that you want to be more, you have to go for the information that can take you there. You have to go for the right level of knowledge that can position you where you want to be. We have things like association, your people, who do you talk to, your mentors, your teachers, who are you looking up to? We have systems of accountability. Get people that can hold you responsible. So it cuts across different levels, recognizing that my life can be more, going for the right level of information that will help position your life where you want to be, getting the right association to hold you accountable, getting mentors, getting teachers, and doing, very important. After getting all these points, you have to do what is necessary in order to make sure that you push your life forward. And I'll say one more thing on this topic. You have to take responsibility of your life. You have to know that the government is not responsible for your life. Your parents are not responsible for your life. Your teacher is not responsible for your life. But take responsibility for your life and develop your life to a point that you can become your best version.
Wow, yeah. That's deep. Okay, when capacity is built, it anything that happens usually has a ripple effect, right?
Yes, exactly.
So when capacity is built, it has an impact on the economy.
Exactly.
Can you throw more light on that?
Okay, so I'll take a very popular point in Nigeria, unemployment. For instance, if people take the responsibility of developing themselves, definitely it will translate into more businesses, it will translate into new careers, it will translate into more openings. If people work on their mind alone, they'll begin to see new opportunities, thereby helping them to venture into new things, thereby cutting the level of unemployment. That's just for unemployment.
Okay.
We can talk of quality of the products that we export. If people go for more knowledge, if people go for more insight, if people go for more wisdom relating to what they do, definitely the quality of their production will go up. So what we export will increase in quality. It can drive revenue because the higher the quality, the higher the price. So this cuts across various sectors. I can keep on giving you examples on our personal finance. The more you know, the more you earn. And the more you earn, the more you have spending power. So that way money circulates around the economy. So it cuts across different sectors in the economy, and it can impact us in different ways.
Okay.
Yes.
So everything that has these number of good coming from it will definitely have challenges.
Exactly.
What are the challenges?
Okay, some of the challenges we have now is the low morale found in our society. People generally do not have this drive to want to know more. People don't have the drive to want to be more. So we have to find a way of letting people know that your life can be more. Forget what the society is saying, forget what your parents are saying. If they are speaking negatively into your life, forget what your association is saying. Your life can be more. That way people will begin to make inquiries on how their lives can be more. And secondly, we don't have systems that are intentional about driving these values into people. Some people are in the capacity building space, but a number of them are just in it for the money. Is there a body to really check what they are doing? And if there's a body to check it, how thorough are they checking it? Is there a body to really ensure that what these people are passing across to youths is really credible and the standard is applicable anywhere in the world? So are there systems to checkmate the information that comes into the lives of people? Are there systems of telling these people that your life can be more? Are there systems of telling these people that you can be more than what you are today? Are there systems to check the education that they receive? And even after they have graduated, are there systems to make sure that what they have learned is being implemented? So these are some of the challenges, alongside things like capital. Many institutions that deliver high value are expensive. Is there a system to help people to go through those institutions with little or nothing, just looking at their potentials and their capacities? So these are some of the challenges that people go through in building capacity.
Okay. So as a community or as a nation, we see that, oh, there are youths here and we really need to do something. How can such communities, or how can we as a people help in building up capacity?
Yes, I see it as a collective effort. Everybody playing their part. Individually, if you cannot help an entire community, you can be intentional about building the life of one person. Make it your personal development project. Governments can pick a community and say, for this period of time, we will make sure that these people are really built. We are not just talking of pumping money, but to make sure that they are really built in such areas. Individuals, parents, organizations can fish out for people to intentionally train and help to develop themselves. So that's how I see how people can be built at different levels.
Okay. Thank you so much, David Hansen,
Thank you so much
for your
having me.
thoughts and views. David Hansen is a life coach and he has said a lot on the program this morning. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
And
me.
we do hope that next time when we call you, you would be available.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right. Good morning, Abuja continues shortly after this timeout. Do stay with us.